Hey guys! So, there's been a little bit happening in my life, and so I figured I would give you guys a quick life update video just to let you guys know what's going on and where I'm at with this channel. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, why don't you go ahead and do that now? Alright, I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Feedback is always welcome in the comments. Right now, I upload every Thursday. I'm actually thinking about changing that and uploading 1 or 2 more times a week. Let me know what you think about that. If you think that is something that I would do, what days would you like me to upload on? I don't know. But yeah, this video, like I said, it's just a really quick life update. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from in it or what's going on a little bit. I don't know, but I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so I guess that is all the information I really have. The video is kind of all over the place. I get distracted easily. You'll see that. But yeah, let's get started.
Subscribe, bitches!
Jesus Christ. Hey guys. So, I'm doing a little kind of get ready with me / life update because one of those is majorly needed today. Or lately, not just today. I don't even know where to get started. I guess in order to give you guys this little update, I need to give you guys a little bit of backstory. Some of you know, some of you don't. In June of 2017, me and my husband moved to South Carolina to be closer to my family, my sister, my dad, my niece. They've lived here in South Carolina for a while now. My sister has lived in South Carolina since I was like 9, I think. My dad moved here in 2013 because it was right before I had my middle daughter, Faith. Then my niece, she has been in South Carolina off and on since the time she was like 7 years old. So, anyway, we, like I said, decided we were going to move here to be close to my sister. Well, my family in general. My sister was the one that had been begging us to move here. And so we basically ended up giving in to her whenever we came down for my niece's wedding. And it was great. Like, we moved here. At first, we stayed with my dad at his house with him and his girlfriend. And we stayed there for about a week. And then we moved into my sister's house with her and her husband. And my husband started working for them at their chicken farms. Well, then we lived there. But we lived there from basically June of 2017 or July 2017, it may have been. Anyway, we lived there until about November of this year. Or November of last year, 2018. And then they moved us into a house that they had for us that whenever we first moved here, we couldn't move into it because they had another employee working for them at the chicken farm. And since he was an employee, they let him stay in this house with his family. Well, then he got another job, and they let him stay here until he could find a new place. Eventually, they found a place, they moved out, and then we had to fix this house because of all the damage that had been done to it. Well, we finally got moved in here. Like I said, that was like 2-3 months ago now. And now we get to move back to Missouri. But yeah, we get to move back to Missouri because my sister and her husband basically won out of the chicken farm business. So now my husband doesn't have a job. And they're going to be selling this house that they moved us into. So basically, we get to move into my husband's grandma's house. She passed away in 2017. But we get to move into her house until we get back on our feet there. So that's pretty dang stressful. I don't want to say that I want to move, but I don't want to say that I don't. Because I don't want to stay here. Like, the only reason I really want to stay here is my dad. But, I mean, like I said, that's basically the only reason I want to stay here. But the thing is I don't really want to move back to Missouri. Like, I like Missouri in a way. I like parts of Missouri. I like my husband's family. One thing I am excited about is that the town that we moved from, that we're basically moving back to, we won't be in that town, but we'll basically be in that town. But I'm pretty excited because since moving, that town has kind of grown quite a bit. So there's more job opportunities. The town recently got an Alta, which they didn't have whenever I left. And I was honestly really upset that they got it because they got it like 6 months after we moved here. And so, I mean, things like that. They have a lot of new stuff there that I'm kind of excited to see. I just don't like the area, and I feel like there's not a lot of room for personal growth in that area. But like I said, I don't want to be here either. If I had my choice and we can move absolutely anywhere, I mean, honestly, I don't know where I'd want to move. There's a few places. But I can tell you that Missouri is not near the top of my list. But as far as all of that goes, we don't know exactly when we're going to be moving. We're kind of wanting to wait until our girls get out of school for the summer. That way we're not messing up with their schooling too much. But depending on, like, my husband and job and all of that, it could very well be sooner. So, I mean, I guess we'll just see there. I am kind of excited, though, to actually see some of my friends. And, like, I don't know. Because here in South Carolina, I've never had a job here. I never went to school here. Anything like that. So, I don't really know many people in South Carolina that's not family. And so it'll be nice to actually have people that's not family to talk to and hang out with. And the fact that my husband's family babysits. So me and my husband can actually go out every once in a while and do something, or they'll even babysit so that if I wanted to go hang out with some friends for a night or something, I could do that. I mean, that's one issue that my husband and I have here. My family, like my niece, she babysits, but she also has she has 3 kids of her own plus a stepdaughter that she takes care of like her own. I mean, she's not there all the time, but she's there enough. And so, I mean, we don't want to put our kids on her because she has a lot going on as herself. So, yeah. And then my dad, he'll watch my daughter Serenity because she's 9 and can pretty well take care of herself for the most part. Faith, if she wasn't so spoiled, no, basically what it is they're older, so I mean it's kids. And then my sister, she doesn't babysit. She has offered, and I basically decided I'm not even going to ask her anymore because it was around Christmas time and she messaged me and said, hey, if you need someone to watch your kids while you go Christmas shopping, let me know. So I told her we were going, and she said, okay, I can watch them at your house. And so that day came, I called her, no answer. And then her husband, my brother-in-law, and my husband's boss, he seen my husband, was like, oh yeah, Lisa probably isn't going to babysit today because she's laying down right now. She doesn't feel good. And I mean, that's fine. I understand not feeling good. I have no problem with that. My issue is the fact that, one, you offered to watch my kids. I had made plans because you brought it up. You offered. And then you don't even have the decency to call me and say, never mind, I don't feel good today. Or even just, I changed my mind. I really don't feel up to it. I don't want to do it today. But you couldn't do that, and you couldn't answer the phone when I called. That kind of made me upset. I got off topic. I guess it doesn't matter. Really don't have a lot to talk about, I guess. That was just a pretty short life update, but it kind of explains why I've been kind of absent. Like I said, I've been kind of upset about trying to decide how we're moving. Because, I mean, it's not even so much the move that I'm upset about. It's the stress that comes along with moving. And honestly, if we're being completely honest, I'm really upset that we just moved into this house less than 3 months ago. I just got everything unpacked, like, the last month or so. I don't know. But anyway, I just got everything unpacked not too terribly long ago. And now I get to pack it all back up so that we can move. That upsets me. That and the fact that I haven't had a job, like an actual job, in damn well 2 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom, so I'm kind of stressed out about having to get a job. And, I mean, I don't want to say that that means, hey, I don't want to work. Because, I mean, I don't have a problem working as long as it's something I actually want to do. I don't even know what I want to do with my eyes today. Who's got this brush? Look at this. our puppy Harley that you guys seen shortly in my last video. She went missing on Sunday, so I mean that's something. But the exciting part is that we got her back Tuesday because here's what happened. She was outside Sunday to go potty, and it's all my fault because I didn't watch her while she was out there. She has went outside by herself to go potty basically since the day we brought her home, and it's never been an issue, ever. Well, I didn't know that my sister's husband had came home during came over here to get something from around our place. I didn't know that he had came over. And then I sent Serenity out to go get Harley. Well, first I sent her out to check on her, and she's like, oh, she's playing with the other dog out there. Because we have 2 other dogs, and neither one of them ran off. But anyway, she was like, she's playing with the other dog. Well, turns out that my daughter kind of lied about that. Harley wasn't out there whenever she told me that she was playing with the other dog. Well, anyway, it was like 20 minutes later, and I was like, well, why don't you go get Harley and bring her inside? And she's like, okay. Goes out there and hollers for her, and then comes up and says, I couldn't find her. So then I go searching for her and couldn't find her. My husband comes home, so I have to tell him. We spend his lunch break looking for our dog. Couldn't find her. Well, drove around the neighborhood, couldn't find her. So I was like, I'm going to post on Facebook. I posted on a whole bunch of sites, and there were a couple that were kind of local that I don't know anyone around here, like I said. So I was like, I don't know where to post. The post that I shared, someone called me. Someone down the street ended up finding her. And they called animal control because they were older people. They probably don't have Facebook or don't get, I don't know. Anyway, so they ended up calling animal control. And apparently they told me that animal control wanted to come get her from them. And they told animal control no to find the owner and have the owner get in contact with them. And I'm so thankful for the people that found her, because animal control called me. And it wasn't even the animal control for the county I'm in or the county they're in. It was for an animal control that was farther away. But they had seen my post on Facebook. So they called me. And they were like, we, oh, they called me. They were like, we think we found your dog. And I'm pretty sure I sound like a little kid because I was just like, really, you did? Where? And I would not stop talking. I was so excited. Finally got a hold of the neighbor. And they were like, if you can prove that she's yours, you can come get her. Well, guess what? I proved she was mine. I showed up there. I got her. And she was super excited too. As soon as I showed up, she came running at me. She jumped on me. And the people were like, oh, she does that to us too. But then she started licking my face, and they were like, oh, she doesn't do that to us. So, I win. But no, I'm just really, really happy that someone found her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. Because she's a husky. That's literally my dream dog. I've never wanted anything more. Do I want to do a cut crease? But no, the bright side is my husband's not going to have to do chicken farms anymore, which means that he actually will hopefully get to spend time with us. But it also depends on what job he ends up going to next, because he wants to find something else first. But if he can't find something that makes him as much money as the chicken farm did, he's planning on going to work doing something pretty dangerous. And I mean, part of me really doesn't want him to go, but at the same time, part of me is like, it'd be good money. I don't know. It's all messy. But hopefully it'll all work out. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. I guess I could use the mirror that I have here. Now I know why I did the cut crease. Go back to Missouri. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I feel like this live update is kind of needed. Mostly because of the fact that, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to keep this page up and running. I know I want to do that. But I mean, other than obvious, which, like I said, keeping this page up and running, keeping up with my YouTube, my Instagram, that if you haven't followed me on, you should definitely go follow me on Instagram. Right now I'm shadow banned because I guess it was Friday night? I think it was Friday night. I uploaded a video on my Instagram and I used a song. Ended up getting copyrighted. So basically I got put on a shadow ban, and from everything I've read, since it was a copyright what's the word I'm looking for? Violation. Since it was a copyright violation, I think that from everything that I read, it's like a 2-week deal that lasts. So hopefully that's the case and it will only be like 2 weeks. Because, I mean, it wouldn't be bad if it was literally only the 2 weeks. It still sucks, though, because, I mean, Instagram's how I share different looks, and it's how Instagram is, like, the easiest social media for me to navigate, like, as far as, like, connecting with people. Or, like, finding people that have similar interests. Because, I mean, it's easy. And then it gets taken away. Because I guess I'm an idiot. But could be worse, I guess. That's not what I wanted. This is what I want. But, I mean... So it could be worse. And at least it's only, hopefully, 2 weeks. Could be a different story. They could have made it permanent. They could have been like, bitch, you're deleted. I would have cried. Especially because that happened right when everything else in my life was kind of falling apart. So it would have really taken me. I've been doing my eyeliner like this since I was like 14 years old. And if I can find a picture of me and my makeup at 14, I'll put it in here. Hi. My husband's home. What are you doing? I thought so. How long have you been home?
15 minutes.
Really? Have you really been listening to me talk this whole damn time?
No.
Uh-huh.
No, someone gets camera shy when I come around.
I do, but I mean...
That's why I didn't come out.
Yeah, which I mean, it's not nearly as bad like if I'm sober and you're standing there and whatnot, but like that night whenever I was drinking, for some reason it just felt weird.
She wanted to be in your video.
I hardly know. But yeah.
Don't be camera shy now.
It's not really even that. It's that like I get distracted and lose track of what I'm thinking. Just gonna like leave most of this in my video that way everyone's just like, what the fuck? But no, I mean that's really my biggest issue is like I lose track of what I'm saying. Oh no, I keep getting these calls from like this Virginia number. And every time I answer, well, I say every time I answer, I've only answered it once because I keep getting voicemails that start off with, you will be taken to prison or jail or something. But then I actually answered it yesterday. But I actually answered it yesterday to see like what exactly it was talking about whenever, like if it actually had a name or if it was something serious. And no, it was like, oh, the IRS. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? This stupid scam. I don't owe the IRS any money. I might owe other people money, but it's not the IRS. That's all I care about. It's really not true, but hey. You guys have probably noticed I don't wear fake lashes a lot. They're not my favorite. Really don't like them much.
Miss spot.
I never contour my cheekbone this high, and I'm like really wondering what the hell I just did. What you looking for? Oh. And there's the round pan under the. Is it dirty or is that just stained? Oh. I don't know why the fuck it was under there. I know why. I let my 9-year-old put dishes away. Because, I mean, I figure that's an easy enough chore for a 9-year-old since, I mean, I had been doing it since I was like 8. And no, apparently it's not because she's constantly putting away dirty dishes she's constantly putting away dishes from the dishwasher that didn't get all the way clean or clean at all. Pretty sure she's probably put dishes away in the dishwasher that were that were actually dirty. All right. Sweet. I really like the shade Face from the James Charles palette. Oops. What? Oh. Ooh, red lip. All right. Now let me set my face. Actually, smells really good. All right, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed. You get to see a little bit more of what's going on in my life now. I can do some more videos like this. Just let me know if that's the kind of stuff you would like to see. Give me suggestions, comment, whatever. Like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next Thursday with another video. Unless I see you before then. Bye!